Greetings, everybody. Dave DeWalt here. I'm the founder and CEO of NightDragon, and we're coming to you live from the RSA Security Conference here in San Francisco, the largest cybersecurity event of the year, estimated to have over 40,000 people here in San Francisco. Exciting times. This is my 21st RSA, which is probably dating me just a little bit, but having a lot of fun with it. We're partnered here today with Nasdaq and Morgan Stanley. My co-host, David Chen, who's the global head of technology investment banking for Morgan Stanley, and a real partner to me and friend of mine for many, many years. Thank you for so much. I think you took all my companies public, sold all my companies, and did all that. So great to have you as a co-host.
I think it's my 20th RSA. So
your 20th? I'm one behind me.
Yeah.
All good. But we have a special guest, and what we're doing is we're doing cyber titans, rising titans in the industry, kind of pre-IPO kinds of companies. They don't always go public, but the companies that are really rising to dominate the next generation of cyber, the rising titans kind of thing. And today I have the co-founder and CEO of Armis. And Yevgeny's been around cyber for a long time, coming from Israel. Thank you for coming on the show. Why don't you tell everybody what Armis does for a minute, just so we can educate everybody?
Sure, and great to see you, Dave.
Great to see you, my friend. Yeah, awesome. Congrats.
Always enjoy these talks, and it's great to see you again. I would say that you mentioned the amount of RSAs. Mine is only the 15th.
15th?
Only the 15th.
Why do you only look like you're 21? Yeah.
No, working hard on that. But I think that when you asked, like when we talk about Armis, and Armis has, developed a lot in terms of our platform, moved from being a product to a platform that protects the most critical environments in the world and provides them everything, all the capabilities from an exposure management and security perspective. Everything that starts with asset management, IT hygiene, from IT to cloud, huge focus on OT and IoT security for distribution centers, retail stores, grids, utilities, airports, the most critical environments, medical device security for protecting the most critical hospitals for all of us, and also recently, we are doing a lot in the UVM space, basically unifying all the view from a vulnerability management standpoint, helping our organizations with prioritizing and remediating every finding and vulnerability in the cloud, code, IT, OT, IoT. So a real platform where our customers today, 50% of our customers are using 2 products and more, and 25% are using 3 products and more. We are very proud of it.
Right. Again, it's interesting you mentioned IT. Back when Dave and I started in this industry, it was actually IT security. Remember, it wasn't cybersecurity. And so, but you obviously work in IT, but then you also work in a lot of physical systems. So give us a sense versus some of the other kind of traditional companies like Palo Alto Networks. What are the unique challenges that you have in your problem in a solution set that you can actually deliver for your customers?
I go back 9 years ago. 9 years ago, when myself and my co-founder Nadir Israel basically started this journey from talking to as many CISOs, CIOs, IT managers, plant engineers, biomed engineers, as many customers as possible to talk to them about their challenges, gaps. And the most important thing for them was about the explosion of connected devices, explosion of assets, explosion of vulnerabilities that we're seeing in devices. And a reality that on one hand, you have your antivirus, next-gen antivirus you can put on your laptop, and then you have everything else. That back then it was 50% of the assets in the environment. Now it's probably like 98, 99% of the environment. Everything from robotic arm and infusion pump and devices in retail stores, up to like virtual assets and cloud assets. Huge gap around protecting those devices. And when you go to specific environments, we talked about a factory, we talked about an airport, those are the most important assets that they have in that environment. Imagine a factory going down. Imagine like you don't have 30% of the state doesn't have power because something happened in the utility. Those devices are running super old operating system. You can't install an antivirus, and a huge gap from basically even basic visibility to really the detection and response.
Yevgeny, talk a little bit about the journey of Armis, if you would. It's an incredible journey you've had. Congratulations. Seriously, one of the fastest growing cyber companies in history. Your road to 100 million was incredible. I think you now have a road to $1 billion in the next couple of years. And you really have a vision for taking a company, all the way, which is incredible. You don't often see founders go from 0 to $1 billion. So talk a little bit about the challenges, maybe the opportunities you see on the road to $1 billion, and the time frame you're trying to do it and the way you set that.
So for us, from the very beginning, it was always be close to our customers. And we really developed it to be a real platform. And as you can see in our different products, the way we've added, it was a big push by our customers and across every vertical. And myself, I spend at least 8-9 meetings every day with customers, and a big focus on what is next for them, what's great right now, what do I need to add there. And growing from a product company to a platform company that actually helps us expand. We recently crossed the 250 million mark and continue to grow super fast. We'll continue to do it, and the path for us to $1 billion in ARR is actually continue to be very close to our customers and listen what's next for them, what makes sense from our platform. We also continue to double down on M&A as well. We've recently had several very successful M&As. One of them is Silk Security that we've acquired a year ago, that basically we are close to, since when we bought them, to next quarter, close to probably 100x in terms of revenue that there will be. And this was something that when we look at the company to acquire, we look at first founders and the team. We want founders that share the same DNA with myself, Nadir, the Armis DNA of working super hard and be close to our customers, and the best product. The best product in the market, even if the revenue is still low, but the most important is the best product for our customers. Then we take it from there. And we are going to really focus on that for potential more M&A to support that billion. We feel very good about the goal for $1 billion ARR in 3 years, but always we look for other opportunities to expand our platform and to align with our customer needs.
A man after my heart. I try to build companies from 0 to $1 billion as well. It's never easy. Congratulations. I love hearing it. The combination of R&D with M&A and getting both of those right is what creates platforms, right? And you talked about that, and very impressed with what you've done, and congratulations on all your success. Ladies and gentlemen, Yevgeny Dibrov, the founder and CEO of Armis. Thank you for coming. Appreciate you. Thank you, David.
Thank you, Dave.
Thanks so much.
Awesome. Yeah. Thank you.